Oh, I still have my jacket on. You know what? You know what was under my jacket? Another jacket. There's a hat in my hood. Oh my god. Personality tests. Personality tests, whether it be from BuzzFeed or that one site, the 16 personality site that I'm gonna be using today to see what I am. They tell you your personality, hence the name personality. So what this test does is it gives you like 5 letters. Like you answer what feels like 7 million questions, and then you you are given a specific like 4 letters that categorize and boil you down and tell you supposedly exactly who you are. I've done this before. I don't remember what I got, so I'm gonna do it again. All right. If you Google 16 personalities, you can take the test for free right now. I regularly make new friends. I strongly agree with that statement. You spend a lot of your free time exploring random topics. I agree. Seeing other people cry make you feel like you want to cry too. It depends on what they're crying about. Because if it's a baby that fell, I don't want to cry. I feel bad for the baby. If it's a jerk who fell, I laugh. If it's somebody who's genuinely sad, you make a backup plan for a backup plan. Not really. You stay calm even under pressure. Yeah. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself and mostly talk to the people you are. That's true. Here's the thing about me. I absolutely hate parties. Just like being in a room where there's loud music playing. I've never been to an actual party before, and I also don't think I'm ever gonna go to one. And if I go to one, I'm gonna get so fed up with it, I hate it. The only reason I'd ever go to a party is if my friends need a sober ride home. So going to a party, I'm so uncomfortable with all these flamboyant people around me. I'm just gonna stay with my friend and be like, hey, and half the time you can't even hear me. I have to be like, can we leave, please? You prefer to finish one project before starting another. That has been... No. I'm very sentimental. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Not my overall abilities, but I definitely think, oh, I have to do better than that. Because there's room for improvement. Why not improve? If I have the energy to improve and there's room for it, do it. You feel comfortable walking up to someone you find interesting and striking a conversation. I'm getting better at that with my job. I work at a grocery store. I have to greet and talk to strangers constantly. That's my job. You're not too interested in discussing interpretations of creative works. I don't know what that means. I follow my head more than my heart. Yeah, kind of agree. You prefer doing what you feel like at any given moment in time instead of particularly planning a daily routine. No, everything's planned. It's become less planned now that I've branched away from YouTube and only done a video a week. I don't have to say, okay, now I'm going to record. Now I'm going to do my workout. Now I'm going to write a song. Now I'm going to do my homework. And now it's strict cut. And I'm going to give myself an hour to eat lunch. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. That's because I usually do make a good impression, but sometimes I feel like I don't. I do worry because I want to make a good impression. You enjoy participating in group activities. Depends on the group activity. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. No! Write a story and write it clear. If there's a story that you need to dissect, it's not fun if it's it's subjective. Do whatever the hell you want with it. No, it's a story. Your happiness comes from helping others more than your own accomplishments. I definitely like helping others. I feel like it's kind of a tie. When I do something for myself or for someone else, if I'm improving something, I feel good about it. So I'm going to put agree but like only one to agree. The first degree bubble, the smallest degree bubble. You worry that things will take a turn for the worst. I'm doing that less and less. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings. I agree with that statement. You prefer doing your chores before allowing yourself to relax. Yes, because half of the time you sleep, you're like, oh, I'm going to lay down for an hour. And then you lay down for 2 hours and you fall asleep, and all of a sudden it's 1 a.m. and you didn't do the dishes. Enjoy watching people argue. Don't enjoy the stress. Like, I feel remorse for how stressful a situation like that can be, but I don't hate it. Like, it's like everyone's nosy, like everyone's trying to listen, but I do kind of feel bad after a while. um i'll put I'll put the first disagree bubble. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. No, because I do things really fast. Schoolwork, everything's like bam, bam, bam. Next. Honestly, I've been told I stress people out in math class because I write so fast. I'm like, okay, so if x is and then -2 and then dy over dx, and then if you find the integral of that and then the slope field implies, you end up doing things at the last possible. No, I do things as soon as I need. As soon as it's given to me, I start. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Well, if it's highly theoretical, then if you're trying to argue something and you're like, well, in theory, under these specific regulations, my argument works, then you're just beating around the bush there. You enjoy going to art museum? No. You rarely feel insecure. I don't think I have. No physical insecurities come to mind. I don't feel insecure about anything. A lot of the times I feel vulnerable when, like, uploading something on the internet. I don't know if you know this, the internet's not a very fun place. The internet's kind of mean sometimes. In your friend circle, you are often the one who contacts and invites. No. I have good ideas, but usually it's somebody else who initiates them. You rarely contemplate human existence or the meaning of life. I've been doing that less and less as I remember I was still kind of sad. Like, I had depression a while ago. I was still kind of sad taking this test the last time. Existentialism was a big problem. I worried that I was wasting time doing a lot of stuff, and I felt kind of guilty for doing the same thing every single day. But less and less now, so I rarely agree. I mean, there's still an element of that. That's just me. I'm a very open, thoughtful person. You feel more drawn to places with busy atmospheres than quiet, intimate places. Yes. I mean, like, busy atmospheres, like if there's a restaurant with people talking and the center of attention isn't me, I'd rather go there than a quiet room where everyone's... The first glance of someone's feeling. No one's perfect at that. I don't like people who are like, I can read people like a book. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. You can do very well, not like a book. You read a book like you read a book. You read the book and then you soak in the book. You don't look at someone and soak in everything about them. You read, you can understand people by how they're walking or how differently they're acting from days before, but they're not a book. Don't read them. You're very intrigued and labeled as controversial. I have big ideas, so kind of agree. Good opportunity if you thought someone needed it more. Yeah. You struggle with deadlines. No. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Yes. All right, it changed a little bit. I'm an ENFJ. 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 I'm a protagonist, which means I'm the main character. Protagonists are inspiring optimists, readily taking action to do what they feel is right. I'm extroverted. That's a surprise. Extroverted individuals readily enjoy group activities and value social interaction. They tend to be outwardly enthusiastic and express their excitement. It is very, very close. I got 59% extroverted and 41% introverted. 56% intuitive, 44% observant. Intuitive individuals are very imaginative, open-minded, and curious. They value originality and focus on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. 32% thinking, 68% feeling. Feeling individuals value emotional expression and sensitivity. They place a lot of importance on empathy, social harmony, and cooperation. 90% judging, 10% prospecting. I don't know how to say that word. Decisive, thorough, and highly organized. They value clarity, predictability, and closure, preferring structure rather than spontaneity. Spontaneity? That's a word? 82% assertive, 18% turbulent. Assertive individuals are self-assured, even-tempered, and resistant to stress. They refuse to worry too much and tend to be self-confident with striving to achieve goals. No, don't send me my results, please. I speak up for what's right. I am genuine, caring people. Nothing makes them happier to motivate others to do the right thing. I lead the way. People I share personality traits with, former President Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey, Ben Affleck. Is it Affleck? Ben Affleck. John Cusack. I don't know who that is. Malala Yousafzai. I don't know who that is. Jennifer Lawrence. Sean Connery. Maya Angelou. She's an author. She wrote I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings. I read that last year. Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. Don't ask me. Morpheus from The Matrix. I'm not joking. This is getting stupid. Why is Morpheus and the girl from Game of Thrones on here? Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice. The Oracle from The Matrix. Skylar White from Breaking Bad. Laurel Lance from Arrow. Isobel Crawley from Downtown Abbey. And Celie Booth from Bones. Strengths and weaknesses. My strengths, I'm receptive. I have strong emotions. I'm reliable. I'm passionate. I'm altruistic, which I don't know what that means. I have a deep desire to be a force for positive change. I'm charismatic, but my weaknesses, I'm unrealistic. I'm overly idealistic. I have clear ideas about what's right and what's wrong. It can be a shock when people violate my core values such as truth or justice. I'm condescending, overly empathetic. Romantic relationships. I talk about heavier topics. I'm not afraid to speak the truth with my partner. I have a loving commitment with my chosen partner. Is that it? I care about pleasing my partner, and my sensitivity helps them tune into their partner's shifting moods and desires. Friendships. A wealth of perspectives. I have lots of friends. I stick with my friends through thick and thin. I always enjoy lending a helping hand, and as I mature, I avoid taking their friends' behavior personally. I avoid taking my friends' behavior personally. Pronouns. Parenthood. How will I be as a dad? I bring all my gifts to raising my children, including my compassion. I adopt an anything goes mindset and tell their children to do something because I said so. I don't like saying that to people. I say it as a joke, but I don't genuinely think I'm going to say that to my kids. I don't like when people say that. Career paths. You're a consultant, an advisor. I can work in marketing, advertisement, product development, customer service. Where's musician? I'm organized and ambitious. I collaborate with my colleagues. I am a manager and a leader. All right, so that's me. Thank you for watching. Excuse me. You should take this test. Let me know what you are in the comments, and then tell me what it means, because I can't. I'm not the guy who made the quiz. I don't know how to tell you what that means. If you just put 5 letters in the description or in the comments, just don't expect me to know what that means. Just tell me what the 5 letters are. So thank you, and as always, I will see you. My nose is running. I need a tissue. In the next video. I could have sworn we had tissue.